Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily readings. So today we're taking a look into, does your ex still have feelings for you? Now obviously, going by that title, you're going to know straight away whether this is going to be the reading that you're wanting to watch or not, okay? Let's try and keep things really positive, or just let's not be negative in the comments and say, oh, I can't stand them, they're this, that, and the next, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, okay, maybe that's true, but I don't think everyone else is wanting to read all of that negativity, okay? Right, so does your ex currently still have feelings for you? Maybe you've still got feelings towards one of your exes, and you're just watching these readings just through some curiosity. Okay, so let's find out. As always, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? It's not necessarily going to resonate for everybody, so you only take the messages that are yours, and you're going to know that they're your messages or not, alright? Don't force anything to fit. Right, so what is going on? Oh, Six of Wands. Well, I mean, somebody's wanting a victory here with the Six of Wands. I'm getting the message there that, see, with that being like olive leaves, there's a peace offering. Somebody's got a peace offering here that's coming in, potentially from an ex. And the really interesting thing is tied up with a red ribbon. And red ribbons, for me as a reader in cards, indicate that there is a strong soul link. That it's always going to be active, okay? So that there's always going to be something between yourself and this ex, right? Always has been, always will be. Red ribbon, strong soul connection, okay? Right. So I'm just going to shuffle. There we go, that feels good, okay. Right, the current state of the past relationship, the Two of Cups. Yeah. See how with that Two of Cups, it's basically the same picture repeated. Yeah, so it's like mirroring. This is one of your exes that you've been thinking of more recently, and they've been thinking of you as well because of that mirroring. All right. So that's the state of the past relationship in its current energy. And yeah, there are thoughts there because the heads are highlighted there in red. Okay, so there's loving thoughts there that's being highlighted. Okay. I'm going to pull some more cards on that one because I feel that there's more information that wants to come out with that one. But I'm just not able to reach it at this point in time. I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit under the weather. It could be, but let's find out. Ooh, the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. That was really fast as well. That was lightning fast. Okay, so there's, again, pick your side of the table. Okay, as I said, there's already mirroring that's going on. So it's likely you're both thinking the same thing here. Revelations. So somebody is wanting to put something right here with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. That's like a correction, definitely a correction. A confession also as well, it could be, all right? It basically means anything that was being kept hidden away, anything that was maybe lied about as well. Like somebody wants to get it out. Someone wants to be honest. Okay, Seven of Swords in reverse is honesty. It's truth coming out. It's clarifying something. Okay, and do keep in mind as well that your very first card that wanted to come out was the Six of Wands, which is reaching a very important milestone with this particular person. It's the Lord of Victory. Okay, it's success. It's how you both see each other. You see each other. I don't know if that means you see each other for who you both truly are. Like you can. Oh, I don't want it to sound too woo. It's like you can see each other beyond physical appearances type thing. You know, you know who you both are on a much deeper level, on a like you understand each other's higher consciousness, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's that kind of connection that is like no other. Right, it's really difficult to put human language to that type of connection. And then your Seven of Swords in reverse. I mean, somebody's wanting to speak here, somebody's wanting to confess. So if there had been concealment of some type, then it's wanting to come out, right? Revelations, truth. Okay. So I would say by this that yes, the ex that you're thinking of does still have feelings towards you. They do. And the fact that they've been bottling it up for so long is causing quite a bit of anxiety here as well, I feel. Because there's only so long that you can go without speaking, or you can go without speaking your mind, or, you know, speaking on how you feel, until those feelings start to dominate that person. They start to control that person, you know. It finds an outlet somehow, is what I'm getting at. Okay, interesting. So your current feelings towards this ex, the Two of Swords, quite standoffish. You're going to have your reasons. See how that parcel is sort of like covering their mouth? You have your reasons for being standoffish, and it's certain things that you don't like to necessarily say out loud. Okay. But definitely curious. You're curious to see what's going on with them. How about their feelings towards you, the Three of Swords? They've never gotten over you. This ex has never, ever gotten over you. In spite of whatever else is going on in their life, they've never gotten over you. I do apologise as well for the state of my voice. I'm not going to cry. I know my voice cracks up and it sounds like I'm going to start crying, but I promise you, I'm fine. It's just a wee cold. It's like a throat cold. I'm absolutely fine. I'm not going to cry. I promise. But yeah, they've never gotten over you. There's, again, I think it's because of that incredibly strong link that cannot be replicated with another, you know. They're still hurting. So no matter how long ago this breakup was, it's still a sore point. You know, to them, it still feels fresh. Okay. So if you were struggling to move on, and again, listen, nobody's going to judge, okay? Don't worry about it. We don't do judgy bullshit here. If you were struggling to move on from this ex, then the reasons behind that struggle is the Wheel of Fortune. So if you feel that you're struggling to move on from them, it's because deep down you feel that this was some kind of destined or fated connection. That there was a lot more to the story of you and them that wasn't really allowed to play out to its completion. Okay, it does feel like there is something unfinished with this energy. It's right on top of the Two of Swords. It's like, but there was so much that I still wanted to do with this person, you know. Almost like it had been cut off too soon type thing. So again, if you don't feel that you're struggling to move on from that ex, then obviously that message is not going to be applicable for you. It's going to be for somebody else. Okay. So why is your ex struggling to move on from you if they are struggling to move on from you? The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. So this ex is struggling to move on from you because they feel that you both went through so much together, with that being the Nine of Wands. Okay. It's very defensive energy as well. So I suspect that they could well be trying to defend you in your absence here. Or perhaps there was a failure on their part to defend you from something that they should have defended you against. Because that's going to be right on top of the Three of Swords. So I'm going to clarify this one. Can you tell us more about the Nine of Wands? For why our collective's ex is struggling to get over our collective, please. Thank you. Yeah, Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups. They're struggling to get over you here, collective, because they're saying that they had to watch as you moved away. Did some of you move away in order to find your happiness or make your happiness? And they're saying, I was really limited on what I could do about that. And when my person left, that broke me. So when you left, it broke them. And they've never quite gotten over how they couldn't make you happy with that Nine of Cups. The fact that you felt that you had to leave with the Knight of Wands, go someplace else in order to be happy. So that's why they're struggling to get over you, because they're like, I couldn't make my person happy. My person had to leave in order to be happy. Okay. So the consideration to take in order to move on, the Queen of Coins. It's very self-sufficient energies, very abundant as well, very practical, self-reliant. I don't know if I already said self-reliant. You will have to excuse me. I'm getting a bit of brain fog at the moment with this cold that's going on. The considerations for you to take in order to move on, if you feel that you're struggling to move on from this ex, is to recognize and understand that actually you're more than good by yourself. You know, you don't need anyone else to make you happy. Okay, you don't need anyone else to complete you. All right, and I know that you see these really weird phrases in like Valentine's cards and stuff where it's got like, oh, you complete me written all over it. It's like, no. Another person cannot possibly complete you. See, that plays into that plays into feelings of dependency, right? You don't actually need anyone else to complete you. So that's what you can bear in mind if you are struggling to move on. Was their consideration to take in order for them to move on? The Eight of Cups. That things have to change. See with that butterfly on the back of the red jacket? So red is a colour of passion and power. It can also be danger as well, but we're looking more at passion and power. So their consideration is that they actually do have the power to change things if they're not happy with it. And that they can come from more of an impassioned place. You see, maybe with this person, maybe you didn't know where you stood with them, because maybe they kept everything to themselves. Maybe they kept silent when perhaps they shouldn't have. You know, maybe you constantly felt like you had to fight to get them to open up or something, right? So their consideration is, well, if they don't like this, they do have the power to change it. that they can actually do something about it. So what's next for you in your love life? The Sun. Wow. Okay. Like, only the best card in tarot. Oh, way to go. So what's next for you guys in your love life? Abundance, beauty, optimism, growth, positivity. Everything that you wanted, basically, with the Sun energy. That's what's next for you in your love life. What's next for your ex in their love life? The Hangman. Oh dear. They're kind of teetering at the moment. I'll show you. They've got a rose in their mouth. I think this is just a matter of time until this ex gets back in touch with you. And it probably is what you've been waiting for. So I'm speaking to a very select collective here who has been hoping to rekindle things with this particular ex, and that is going to be possible. Okay, I'm not speaking to a group where there's like a lot of animosity and, you know, so much torture has gone on. Okay, I'm not speaking to that group of collective. I'm speaking to a collective here where clearly this couple breaking up was a mistake. Because it's getting back together, slowly but surely. And someone watching this read has been waiting for this person to come back. And that goes against everything that I teach, because I always say, never, ever, ever put your own life on pause while you're waiting for someone else to sort their shit out. Like, you will never, ever hear me advocate anything other than you've got to get on with your own stuff and make the very best out of your own life. And if someone else is wanting to come with you on your life journey, they're more than welcome to, but you're not going to hang around and wait. That's exactly what's happened here. I don't think you have hung around and wait. I don't think you have. I think you've created a life that is so full, that is so busy, that is so happy as well. You've gotten on with things. You've grown, you've adapted and evolved. And now looky here, look what's happening. The good news that you were waiting for to do with that particular ex. See, not all exes are toxic. This is the thing. In fact, sometimes you can get people who are exes because maybe someone's family was interfering with the connection because, oh no, there were religious differences or there were culture differences, or do you know what I mean? Racist families break couples up all the time. Even still in this day and age, it still goes on, it still happens. And it is vile that it still goes on, but it does. And that's the kind of couple here that I'm speaking to. That's the type of couple here that is getting back together. Like, literally. Overall energy is the King of Swords. So, again, this King of Swords, really, really different from traditional King of Swords. For one, you got all of the blue morpho butterflies. It's very powerful energy of change and transformation. We've got this runner's leg. So that's a message about overcoming adversities, adapting, and really making something work for you. And then you've got the owl, which is about spiritual wisdom, knowledge, and informations. That's someone's connection to the higher powers. You've got the hawk. So someone's journey is being fully supported here by spirit, by the universe. And that's also ascending on a spiritual level. So whenever you see a hawk, either the actual animal in real life or as a symbol on something online or whatever, the universe is supporting the next leg of your journey. Okay? Which is really cool because I saw a hawk. It wasn't even that long ago. It would have been about a week ago. And it was in a really unusual place, in real life as well. I was like, wow, was that a hawk? It was just sitting there, observing everything, not bothered. Loads of traffic just driving by, and it was just sitting there, perched up. It was really, really cool. So yeah, some of you might see a hawk soon. And that means that you're being completely and fully supported. Okay, so this connection is being 100% supported. And then of course you've got I think they're crows up there. So whenever I see two crows, that reminds me straight away of like Odin's crows. Their names translate to thought and memory. Which again, there's another message about thought and memory because he's actually wearing a crown on his head. So it's like you're always in each other's thoughts. You're always like the memories that you have of each other are actually really, really beautiful. Okay, and then he's got this red suit on, which is power and passion. But there's peacock feathers. There's peacock feathers on his suit. So I'm feeling that either you or your ex has been really taking a deep, deep dive into spirituality, into who they are as an individual, outside of external stuff, like really introspecting, meditating, going within, like really figuring out who am I and what do I want. And now they're taking action towards it. Okay. It's a very loaded message just from one card. Okay. What else can you tell us, please? For our collective who is inquiring about their ex. Okay. Yeah. Love call. Someone expresses their love. That's your ex expressing their love. A message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Yeah. So it's really been bothering this ex. Okay, that sort of no communication or very little communication, like it's really been bothering this ex. And they are going to be contacting you and letting you know the obvious. Friendship. Maybe for a small handful of yous, maybe this is an ex that you remained friends with without any expectations of anything else happening. Very possible. Okay? For the rest of you, this is saying that this ex, if you do not wish to pursue another relationship with them, then how would you feel about being on friendly terms? Heart with a key. That's like not able to replicate how they feel towards you with anyone else. There's one heart, one key, perfect fit for each other, and that's it. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. And staying in. Night in, your space, a moment alone, partner is busy, free time or mental vacation. So, with this shows me that either you or they has not really been putting themselves out there back on the market, you know, just been staying in, keeping their own company, keeping their head down, not really interested in being sociable. And for others, this is saying that this ex fully understands that you're not going to be the type to want to, you know, go out to a fancy restaurant, or, you know, you're not into massive grand gestures of love and affection. Like, that's not what does it for you. What's romantic for you and what's cozy for you is that quiet night in with that special person. Okay. Really, really interesting messages. Before I pull from that deck, actually, I think I should get you a card from this deck. What else can you tell us, please, for our collective dealing with an ex? It's another highly laminated deck. The really laminated ones are so hard to shuffle because they tend to stick together, especially when the temperature is as it is now. Like, it's really, really hot and sticky weather. Okay, confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers that you need. Yeah, so you might be like, I mean, yeah, I still got feelings for them, but I don't know if it's a good idea. You know, I'm really confused. So that's understandable. Ask for the divine, the universe, your spirit guides, to provide the answers that you need. Temptation. Think carefully about the situation. Okay, so obviously don't be jumping into anything completely blind. Okay, take your time with it. Yeah, telepathic, look. See, close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. It's the same energy. Okay, right, so now I'm going to pull from one of the cheeky decks. As always, if you're allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you don't have to listen. Okay, it's just a little bit of light-hearted fun at the end of a read, because it can really help uplift. It can uplift the room, right? It's okay, guacamole. I'm extra AF too. Being extra means you give a shit. Maybe you give a shit about your on-fleek eyebrows, or you give a shit about the environment, or you give a shit about making your ass clap. Be extra today. Yeah, apparently that's the thing. I don't know. Like, how does that work? No, maybe don't type it in the comments. I don't know, because YouTube AI is weird. I might have to go research that myself. It's like, what? Every time I see that card, it just makes me confused, because I tried to imagine it and then it's like, ew, no, stop. Like, what? But yeah, it's okay for you to be extra AF, because that means that you actually stand for something. It means that you actually care about something worth caring about. But anyway, that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for sticking through with me to the end. I genuinely do appreciate it. If you feel that you need a private reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.